That's normal.
Okay.
Yep. It just means that we're good. We're
There you
good.
go.
Yay. Okay, so welcome to the Love Healing Room again. For those on social media who are just joining us, we had some technical issues. It took us a couple seconds to get it worked out, but we're here. We're happy to be with you this first Sunday in June, and we're talking about love languages. It's going to be an exciting conversation and interesting because many of us don't think about how we communicate in love, what our needs are for others.
Yes.
So I did say I did take the test, but I did look at the 5 love languages that Dr. Gary Chapman has identified. And he created a quiz, which I invite everyone, if you haven't taken the quiz yet, or if you are completely unaware of what your love language is, or what your partner's love language is, or those close to you, take the test. 5lovelanguages.com.
Yeah.
The number 5lovelanguages.com.
Yeah, that's it. I
Check
took
it out.
the test today.
Ooh.
I took the test. My highest score was quality time at 27%. Then behind that is acts of service, 23%. And then physical touch and words of affirmation both came in at 20%, and receiving gifts 10%.
Okay. Acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
3%.
awesome.
Yeah.
So that's your highest.
My highest was quality time.
Oh, quality time?
27, and then acts of services behind that.
I thought that said 39%.
No, so 29.
29. Oh, okay.
I mean 27, and then acts of services 23.
23. Okay. Okay. Quality time and acts of service. Quality time.
Just spending time with those that you love, especially if you're, in a relationship. You just want to spend time with that person. Some people don't, but I do. That was my response. And then acts of service to me goes hand in hand with that. Just doing for others.
That's important to you.
And others still reciprocating that. Yeah. That quality time, that PDA.
I love that it gives you the percentages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I really have to take the test now because I identify with physical touch and words of affirmation. I know those are going to be my 2 highest because just before I knew of the 5 love languages, I knew that I really had a desire to hear affirming words as a child and as an adult. And touch, I'm extremely affectionate in that way. And I know I need that.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I would have said the same thing too, and would have thought that my highest would have been words of affirmation and physical touch. But based on how I answered it, it wasn't.
All right, so take that test.
Yeah, it only takes a couple minutes. To take the test.
Well, I've been waiting to share mine. Mine was not what I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Because I thought my highest would have been words of affirmation, and it wasn't. Listen. So when I did mine, quality time was 23. Words of affirmation was 17. Physical touch was 20. Acts of service was 20, and receiving gifts were 20. I said, I'm a wow. I mean, it was well-rounded.
Okay.
In all of them. But I would have thought that words of affirmation would have been
the highest.
So when you're taking the test, it's just giving you some percentages. But you know what's important to you. I love words of affirmation. I have words all over my house. I make up words and I put them in frames, so I'm constantly seeing them. But I also realize quality time with family and friends is important. My tribe, Bella and JoJo, and even Supernova, Lady, we all hang out with one another every chance that we end up getting. So that's important, to me also with it. So I don't want to fall just in one character. And these he only lists five. I'm sure that there are others, but these are the five main ones that. And they have it for children. They have it for teenagers.
Wow.
They have it for couples. They have it for singles. With it. So he has really, over the years, broadened the five love languages.
With all the bases.
The book tells it all to you. So it's a good book to read.
And it's a short read.
Yeah, it's not very long, but it will change your life if you consider what he says and how you can apply it. Job.
It started on love languages. Thank you, ladies. And thank you for taking the test, because now I really have to take the test and share my results also. But those of you in the Love Healing Room, welcome. So glad that you're with us on this Super Love Sunday. We should have did a sound check, but we didn't. Kind of got a little caught up with trying to make sure we were live on the platforms. But if you can let us know if you can hear us clearly, and also if you want to share which love language do you think that you identify most with. The line is open. All right, secret and silent flutterbys, when you're ready, jump on, double dutch on in.
Right.
We love to hear your perspective. And for those who are on social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're at, if you're watching the Love Healing Room, know that you can call in and share with your voice anonymously by dialing 248-289-5882. Again, that's 248-289-5882. We'd love for you to come and share in the conversations. And if this is your first time joining us, know that you can talk about anything and everything in the Love Healing Room. Nothing is really off limits. Maybe not hate. I mean, you could talk about it. I don't know where we would go with that conversation, but if that's what you need to talk about, come on, call us. We want to give you a platform that's judgment-free to share your perspective. Love to hear from you. All righty. Okay, so, woo. I'm hot.
Yes, it's quite a scorcher today.
And it's really lights, camera, action.
That too.
As soon as the cameras started, the show started, my body temperature just kind of rose. So bear with me. But anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that when you learn what your love language is, how do you think that's gonna affect your love relationship?
I think, you would think that it would help, because I think if both people in the relationship get it down, then, you will know what to kind of focus on.
I think it
Tune
helps.
into with them. Okay.
Yeah,
That's important to them.
exactly.
Because that's one of the questions on the test about something about being doing things that your mate may want to do, but you don't necessarily like. But you'll do it. That's like one of the questions.
Okay.
There's a couple similar to that. Because that's important, like if you were in a relationship with someone and they love fishing, but you don't particularly like fishing, but you'll go
You'll go sometime.
to be supportive and say, okay, you know, I know you would want me here with you.
Mhm.
So
Uh-huh.
I love Fisher. I got a license. I'm legit. I got credentials to be
Yes.
on the river.
Yes, because that's a love language.
Yes. And so, yeah, I think that would help. But or like some men don't like going shopping with her. You know she wants you to go with her. So that's something that, you know, you appease her with.
Maybe not. Maybe you'll find
At
another
least
way.
go and sit in the car or
Something.
go and sit in the mall and wait for me to come back, you know, whatever. But, you know, just to at least have the discussion about it, you
Absolutely.
know, because you might have to set, you know, some certain boundaries might have to be set. Now, that's, I might not want to do that, whatever, you know.
I'm glad you brought that up because I know I don't know if I shared it in the Love Healing, but I know I shared with you. First time I asked, and we weren't married at the time, I asked Rod to go with me to Sam's Club, and he fell on the bed and started kicking and screaming. No, I don't want to go. I'm not going. Don't make me.
That's
Don't
too
ask
funny,
me.
Mr.
No.
Cooper, that's
He threw a tantrum, and he was serious. It wasn't a make believe, you know. Oh, it was a for real tantrum. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, I was disappointed because I thought that was going to be something that we could do together.
Mhm.
So
No.
he like, yeah, don't ask me to go shopping at a store because I don't want to, especially grocery shopping. I don't want to. I was like, okay, all right, not a problem. I understand, but yeah, it does matter being able to support something that your partner is interested in.
Yeah.
I thought that was so. Every time I think about it or tell someone that story, it tickles me that he really threw a tantrum.
It's tickling me, Mr. Cooper.
I'm telling your
Ronnie
business,
Cooper.
my
That's
business.
funny.
That's my business too. But yeah, it's okay. It wasn't a big deal. It was just a surprise that he really didn't like going to the grocery stores or the big box stores the way that I like to go.
Even like Home Depot.
Oh, now Home Depot, he'll go 20 times in one day.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because he going straight to what he need and go straight to the register and out the door. No browsing.
No browsers. I'm a browser. I don't care what field it is.
Yeah, I do kind of go up almost every aisle that I know I might need something down that aisle. But not a problem. Not a problem. So we got some comments from Facebook, and we probably have some comments from Instagram. I can't see it. Not yet? Okay, great. So, hey, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Barb.
She says, hi,
She
beautiful
our
ladies.
virtual co-host.
Yes.
You have to
Mhm.
have her on.
Yes.
You hear that, Barb? You got an open invitation.
Yes,
We
you
would
do.
love to have you co-host with us.
Mhm.
So Barb says, my first love language is acts of service. Second is touch. My husband's first love language is words of affirmation. His second is touch. Knowing is a beautiful thing.
Amen. Say that again, Barb. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. The willingness to know is really, really big. So although I said I hadn't taken the test, and I believe that my highest are physical touch and words of affirmation, I know that physical touch is somewhat high on my husband's list too, but we're gonna take the test. So we'll know for sure what the science says. And we're gonna stick with physical touch being really important to both of us. Words of affirmation, yeah, that's important also.
All of them.
Yeah, and I think for men itself, a lot of their may be service because that's how they show their household, their wife, their girlfriend,
Yeah, as
their children.
providers.
They love acts of service. They just love that. And I know one of my sons, basically is that way. And then when I went to visit him and saw what he did with his girlfriend, it's like, oh, you don't have to make me that. especially when a pandemic time, he made a table just as long as this.
Oh, wow.
And then a stool to go underneath.
Okay.
Oh, Jason,
Justin,
Justin.
yes, the sucker was high. It was like, oh, I always knew you had some talent, son. You gonna have to make that for your mama.
Oh,
You could steam it and everything.
awesome.
It was awesome. He's one of those versatile, young men, that I know. But I really believe that the love languages is instrumental in relationships. When you know them. So they don't fall, into the shopping area, because mine did not do that part, But I think most men are just like, I know where I'm going, I know what I want to get, and then I'm coming back home. I'm going to the whole mall just to see, just to look.
Window shopping.
Well, I don't do a whole lot of that, but going to the grocery store, I think it's so cute when I see
Especially
couples at
Sam's.
the grocery store
Yes,
together.
Sam's.
Yes.
It's cool. It's cool.
It doesn't mean we haven't been to those stores together. Over the years we have, but I can't just expect him once a month to go to Sam's Club or Costco with me. It ain't happening. No.
He said, no,
Right.
not going.
Right. Yeah, you can't make me. Don't ask me. All right. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. So, all right, we've gotten the conversation started. So we're gonna take a little pause again and check in with our audience because this show is for you. This platform is for you. So Secret and Silent Flutterby's, the line is open. Fresh and drink. All right, double dutch in when you're ready. I think that more people need to consider taking the love language quiz. If you're having some struggles in your relationship, some things that you just think your partner is just not getting, this may be one of the tools that will help you to figure out how to best work it out.
Yeah.
I mean, in going to the website, that was the first thing that jumped out at me. There were testimonials from people who said that taking the quiz helped them to mend their relationship because they understood where the disconnect was for them and their partner and how they communicated their love language.
Wow.
I can only imagine that that's true for a lot of people. Your signals are just completely missing one another. So
But I
yeah,
can also see that even in siblings,
absolutely.
Knowing that they have their own love and you have to respect them for where they're at. They're not you, and their perspective is going to be different. I always say, I have 5 children. All of them are different. I have 6 brothers and sisters, maybe 7 that I might count. But all of them are different, and I have to respect.
Right.
Even with your friends, your
Absolutely.
coworkers.
Yes,
We're a
everybody.
mixed bag over here.
We are.
And it's such a bag. Yes.
You
A lighter scope.
Yes. Yes. I think we cover all bases.
Yes. Cover all the bases.
And that is what makes things interesting is that you have this variety of strengths. Everybody's quality is a strength. Everyone's quality is a strength. But you just have to figure out what makes Darla tick and care enough to adjust so that she's getting her needs met.
Yeah.
Please do that. Makes sense.
Yes.
No, my
Absolutely.
chicks.
Absolutely. So, as we get into the summer months and we're coming on the tail end of the pandemic, people are starting to interact with each other more in person. So I think that it's prime time for people to learn love languages
Yeah.
as we start to get back to the new normal. How are you interacting with people is really going to be critical. We all need, we need to connect. We really need to
We
connect.
have
So,
to.
so this is a good tool that's going to help to mend many bridges and fences and whatever else, all those anecdotal type things. But I know, Darla. We listen to Luther Vandross. We do not own the rights to this music. I love me some Luther, but it's actually kind of chill right now. We probably should have put on something a bit more.
We already said we don't own the rights to this.
We don't own the rights to this
None
music.
of this music.
Mhm. Okay, so we're at almost at the halfway mark, which means that we can talk about anything and everything under the sun. So, Secret and Silent Flutterbys, we're gonna check in with you again, see if there's anything on your mind or on your heart that you want to talk about. The line is open. And Facebook, keep those comments coming. Instagram, keep the comments coming. Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, call in 248-289-5882. The line is open.
No.
Right.
Remember good times, chic.
Yes. This is why I don't know any recent music, because I'm always going old school.
Yes.
All right. If you change your mind, Secret and Silent Flutterbys, jump on in. Okay, so what y'all want to talk about? I want to talk about love.
Yeah.
Sexy love. Especially since
Pure
it's-
love.
Oh my goodness.
Pure.
Pure.
Mm.
That's the good stuff.
That's the real stuff.
That's the good
I mean,
stuff.
pure. Think about what pure means. That means that it is not clouded with any old baggage.
Mm.
It's transparent.
Mm.
It's open. It's honest. It's fresh.
Wow, that's deep, Darla. Uh-huh. Yeah, some pure love going on. Look at the sister. Uh-huh. Yep.
Pure.
I
Pure.
love
Yeah.
that. You know,
I mean, it's man,
it's good, isn't it? It's so good.
like a pickleback.
Oh,
You know what a pickleback is?
no.
It's a drink.
No, I don't
It's
know
a
nothing
shot
about
of Jameson, and you chase it with a shot of pickle juice.
Oh wow.
Pickleback.
Oh, that's new. That's some new stuff. You just got introduced.
Yeah. Just learned about that.
Oh my gosh, I love it. My face is hurting. Okay,
No.
Barb says we took the test so that we could start loving each other intentionally. Knowing how to reach each other helped us to get past all the guessing of what each other wanted. It won't make things perfect, but it will make you feel close to it. Once you're not trying to guess what's going on in your partner's head. Most people date with intentions of what they think are good. Ooh, yes. If that's not the other person's love language, they will not respond to that the way the person hoped. Talking and taking this test is important so that you are loving intentionally always. All right.
I gotta write that
It's like
down,
I
Barb.
need, if I could pop my fingers, that's how they do it, them poetry readings. Yes, that's right, Barb. Wow, loving intentionally. And so, like I said, I hadn't taken the test, but when Rod and I first started dating, we talked a lot. And I'm kind of a deep philosophical talker, but I used to shield that part. I would just kind of, keep it tucked in. But when I met Rod, it was like, you're gonna have to talk deep, or you're gonna have to hear me talk deep. I'm sorry, that's how I am. That's how I am and who I am and where I'm going. So we figured out that's how I roll. So we figured out very early that we both were we loved words of affirmation. Like I love. Well, actually, the first time he called me baby. I was like, don't call me baby. That's a term of endearment that is very close to my heart, and I consider it serious. And he's like, okay, baby. So like I said, I think it was our second date. And I had to pause and like, okay, he understood what I meant, but he also wanted me to know that he felt connected to me to the point to call me baby. And so I let him slide because it's like, dude, if you don't deliver on what comes with being able to call me baby,
okay, say okay,
then I'm going to have to cut you. I was that's how I was. In the beginning, I might have to cut you.
For real.
Oh, but yes. So touching and kissing, we're big on that.
Yes.
We're real big
We
on
see
that.
it in action. It's beautiful. Just love that.
It is beautiful.
And you're free to do it in front of other people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are not like that. But you still gotta roll with that person. It may not be a high thing for him to touch you, right with it. But he could fall high in some other areas with it. And he may not do it in public, but when you're at home, it might be something totally different. So it does depend on where because mine was like that. At home was fine.
Because there's a question again like that on the test about showing public affection.
No, some people, but I go back to if you don't like things, what's the root cause of why you don't like it? If you were raised in a very strict household and very religious, and you were taught that these things were private, and as an adult, now you're like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't do this. I don't do that. I think it's time for us to really identify why we do those things, and is that our true nature? Are you fulfilled not, interacting like that, or is it simply be out of habit because that's how you were raised? So taking the quiz is more so to help you to get what you need in your relationships.
And to be able to give with your partner.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And you both doing that from the point of giving.
How good is that? That's so good. Okay, tell me what's the pickle back again? I got the pickle, you chase with the pickle juice, but what's the
Jameson?
Jameson is whiskey. I've never had whiskey.
And when you,
I mean,
you kind of feel the burn of it, but when you chase with that pickle juice,
okay, that's a fond memory, apparently.
The two combinations just don't even seem like they cross, one another.
Pickleback.
Well, Kelly puts dill pickles on her salad. It's really good. Sounds weird, but it's good.
That's her.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I have some stuff to talk about today. Over the holidays weekend, my daughter knows about it. I went to the names, I'll advertise. A pineapple wine. Right? And it was tasty. I mean, he sat there and we killed the bottle by the time it was done. And the thing is, it was good. So picked the bottle up, got it, and it was the other day. And I looked at it to see what the content of alcohol was. I still don't know. But I do know, and I didn't take it, I said, this has something called natural flavor. And natural flavor is artificial. And I don't know if that's like, what's that they say, people put in Chinese food,
monosodium, MSG.
Yeah, a flavor enhancer. And I believe that's what natural flavors are. But, I mean, I love cranberry juice. It's a cranberry juice. But any juice that I bother to touch it the last few years. And I like that, and I know it helps to probably extend the shelf life, and it's probably, like I say, it's a taste. But if I'm buying something that says 100%, no sugar, no this and all that, I don't want natural flavor. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And let us know, I like skinless pork. I like hot dog, natural cake. And anyway, recently, I bought, actually, I only bought one. I bought 2 packages of a hot mango, both flavors, the hot dog. Okay? And I got bought chili, and I was so happy with chili dogs and and I cooked two. So guess what? The hot dog was so soft. But I couldn't eat it. I threw it away. And yesterday I took that both packages of hot dogs. I even took that the open cans that was cans of chili. I couldn't that I couldn't get it was too water. So God is that they adulterate the food. Because I used to like after I had hot dogs, but they started making it too soft. This is before I was threatened with high blood pressure. But anyway, I put that out there. And somebody please give me some stuff. Thank you, ladies.
Sure. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yes. Okay, so yeah, maybe we need to have a discussion about these ingredients. I'm not much of a label reading type shopper, but I have been introducing some people who explain what some of those natural flavorings are. And although technically they're supposed to be approved to say it's a natural flavor, if we knew what it was, we wouldn't want it.
Right. So they put natural flavors in it.
Yes.
That could be anything.
It could be anything.
It says natural, so that means it's good.
No, it does. So,
Not necessarily.
and I watched, this was shared with me by a credible source, and it was an article. I think it was an article or it was a YouTube video. I can't remember. I'm vaguely remembering the source, but the natural flavoring in vanilla ice cream, some of it is from the excretions of a beaver.
What? Excretions from which part of the beaver?
The butt.
Oh my God.
Beaver butt juice is a natural flavoring ingredient.
It's natural, right on out the beavers.
Exactly. It's like, who in the hell? How in the hell
It's naturally right on his butt.
did you determine that it enhances the flavor?
Who came up with that? I know what I'm gonna do. Let's go get up. Oh my God.
Beaver butt juice is a natural flavor enhancer with some of the products that we eat. So,
You gotta make your own
and
ice
this-
cream.
thank you. But there's a,
Cheyenne, call Deborah.
there's
I'm coming to get some
there's
ice
all
cream.
kinds of secrets of things that,
Like red coloring is from, remember, it's from some kind of little bug. That's in the,
see,
that's in,
but it's natural. Bugs are natural.
they're natural.
Yeah, I think it's a particular number or something.
Yeah, when they like red number or something, it's got this guy would have seen the name of this red bug. That's where they get
Wow.
this coloring from.
So watch out for you, because it's natural, but is it healthy?
But if you knew what it was, would you still eat it? Probably not.
And that's why they put natural.
And the fact that it's approved, it's okay.
Yeah.
What makes it okay?
Because
They don't
somebody,
kill anybody.
some big company paid, and they did the science to say that it's okay.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, caller. Yeah, that's interesting. And I know the brand of wine that you're referring to is quite popular right now. And it's very tasty. It goes down so easy. Sometimes you don't feel like there's any alcohol in it.
Is it the one I like?
It's the one you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look at the ingredients, so I didn't notice that it had natural flavors. Yeah.
Beaver butt juice. Somebody butt excretions.
Well, I was trying to be nice. Well, I don't know. I was actually playing around. I was gonna tell you that it was beaver butt juice. I really was. Beaver butt
Stick
juice.
with eating what you can identify. That should be most of our diet.
Ingredients. I
You
know.
know this is a carrot. You know this is a piece of chicken, especially if you bought it from the store.
And it had bone in it.
Right. You know this is,
Right.
beef. You know what this is.
Well, so you also heard about the glued pieces of beef that they,
the ground beef.
not
What do
just
they
the ground
call
beef
that?
steaks. They have this meat glue where they take scraps of meat and put it back together with this glue. And when they're doing it, they have to wear hazmat suits and respirators, and it's very toxic when it's being prepared. But once they're finished, they got a beautiful roast or a beautiful cut of beef,
Damn.
and it's cooked,
Damn.
and we eat
Got
it.
that sear on it.
But you don't know that it's
Nene, I'm
actually
about to go
meat
to
glue.
Benjanini.
That's why a lot of these documentaries that are out, What the Health, and I forget what some of the other ones are titled, but it really exposes
What they're doing.
what is being done to our food that we don't know about.
And if you cannot pronounce it, go look it up, because it will be on the internet. It really will. The
Absolutely.
first three, I would say 3 to 5 things that's on anything, regardless, chips, it doesn't matter what it is. Go look them up, because if you cannot enunciate it very clearly, it's something hidden in there, somewhere. I don't care how good it may taste, it just ain't gonna be.
We got an oats on the end or an I at the end.
Right. Absolutely.
Careful.
It's time for us to really take back our power to hold everybody accountable for what we put in our bodies, especially coming out of the pandemic. And we have lost so many beautiful loved ones and friends to COVID-19. And it's most certainly tied to what we've been putting in our bodies, and that's around the world. It's not just here in the United States. There's just things that we have to think about that we didn't necessarily think about before. So thank you for bringing that up, caller. Good topic, good conversation around that. And so we have a comment from Barb. She said, "I'm a huge believer of getting to the root of things." Me too. If you don't get to the root, the surface will always be false. Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, yeah, write that one down.
Write that one down.
Ooh, if you don't get to the root, the surface will always be false. All right, philosopher Barb.
Don't you remember a few years ago when they had that red sign they were putting in,
Mm,
and I don't know how we found out about it. I mean, this is across the board, all companies. And we found out and they supposed to stop putting it in our food. But there is, I mean, they're really killing us with the things they do. And most of the people I know have gut problems, not
Mhm.
stomach problems,
mhm.
and intestinal problems. And nobody is, like you say, really taking a real close look at what they're putting in our food. So hopefully we'll find out what natural flavors are, and we'll know whether or not we really want to. But thank you again, ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Wow. Yeah. So we have, there was a suggestion that we invite an expert who has dealt with gut health for years, Mr. Jesse Brown, and I did reach out to him, and he is looking forward to joining us on the show, and maybe we'll get him to talk about some things that we can do to help improve our gut health. That's what we'll ask him to talk about. What can we, some things we can do to improve our gut health? All
Yes.
right. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Love Healing Room, did you have some more that you wanted to share? Is there anyone else who wanted to ask a question or to give some insights of what's going on in your world? All right, secret and silent flutterbys, if you change your mind, double dutch in. Okay, it's gonna be a dance party.
We getting there. We winding up.
Right.
Winding up.
Okay, so much has been going on with us. I just want to share, give you all the heads up. You know, the month of June, we typically focus on men. Everything is around loving on men, supporting men, hearing their perspective. This year, we're doing just a little bit different because it's the year of solutions. But we still want to honor men because Father's Day, traditionally in the United States, is in June. So calling out to all our brothers, our men, our guys, we really want to hear your perspective here in the Love Healing Room. We're gonna have to put together a panel of men.
Yes.
And just have men sharing.
I look forward to that.
Yes, me too. So yeah, we're calling out our guys. We want to hear from you. And ladies, if you have some guys that you know don't have a problem communicating with their voice, there are some men who are very talkative, very outspoken. Invite them to be a part of the Love Healing Room so we can get their perspective. But also, if you're following us on social media, give us some suggestions of some topics that you want us to talk about in the coming months. We're open. We want to make sure that we're touching on the things that are going on in your life.
Yes.
So that's what this platform is for. All right, so gonna go quiet for just for a moment because we're getting close to the top of the hour. Want to give you all a chance to share. I know. Give you a chance to share before we get ready to say good night. The line is open. Okay, secret and silent flutterbys. Double Dutch in when you're ready. And for those of you watching us on social media, remember you can call in and be anonymous. Dial 248-289-5882. Again, that's 248-289-5882.
Call us.
Yes. Hello. Okay, so did you see our lovely water bottle? This is one of the products with
Yes.
Love Healing Room. Nobody really understands how eco-conscious I am. I mean, I do use disposable items, but I love that this is a reusable stainless steel. It really does keep your beverage cool if you need it to be cool. I haven't tried anything warm or hot in it yet. I don't know if I will. Maybe some warm tea. But yes, check out our water bottle on teespring.com. Love Healing Room store. Yay!
Yes.
Get your Love Healing Room products.
Merch. Get our merch.
Yes.
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Etsy.
Absolutely. We have T-shirts. We have mugs. We have beautiful healing crystals and trees and tumblestones. And when I tell you that caller, mute your line. That's some background noise, unless you're ready to share. All right, thank you. But yes, we have lots of products to meet your needs. You need, a cute T-shirt to rock or tank tops. We have socks. Wow, we have socks. We have coffee mugs.
We have mouse pads.
Yeah, we have mouse pads. We have some phone cases. We have all kinds of items.
Yes.
And they're all infused with positivity and love.
Yeah. Stop by and check us out and get some of our merchandise.
Yes. And they make great gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
All right, so we got 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Any final shares from the Love Healing Room or social media? We want to hear from you. We've been talking about love languages. So the 5 love languages, just in case you didn't know, are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So I'm gonna put those in the Facebook chat because, like I said, I haven't taken the quiz, but I truly connect with words of affirmation and physical touch. Acts of service is very important to me as well. Everything that I do is to give and help others.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids who wanted to be a doctor, but then I realized I want to do more than what a doctor is doing. So yeah, but all of these are very important. Quality time, yep. Receiving gifts, I love gifts too.
I too don't like to
I
see
know, but it's not an action that is high on my requirement. Time is the most precious gift that you can give me.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, we want to hear from you. Anything else on your mind or on your heart? The line is open. All right, ladies, send us off. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? Besides pure love.
This was the best weekend ever.
Aww.
I thought my birthday weekend was fire.
Oh, it's gonna keep
That was
getting better
a
and better.
prelude to what's to come.
Yes. It's your lifestyle.
It's my lifestyle.
It's your lifestyle. Oh,
Man.
awesome.
Best weekend ever. All I can say.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Omar.
I'm gonna join you wherever you at. She's like,
Yeah, but thinking of the pure love, is when you have that, when you think of something that's pure, something that's so transparent that you can see right through it like a glass, like it's not even there. That's pure. And it's that energy and that frequency is so strong and it's so amazing that you literally will feel it in your gut right here in this chakra area.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
here. Like it's just an amazing feeling.
what? It's like that, even though we hear it all the time, there's an unconditional love. There's a pure love. There's power in love. The power of love. And how do you use that power to benefit both parties?
Absolutely.
It is so important. And then I was finding out there was an emotional love versus the power of love and how you use it. Are you going to use it to your advantage? Emotionally, sometimes we do that because it's only all about me. But it's the power of love can change. The power of love that you have towards that person, for that person, and the benefit it will for the relationship that you have with one another.
Yeah.
How important is it? I do love me, I'll tell you that much. It's just, I truly love me. But to have someone else come in my life that can show me that pure love, that unconditional love, that power of love, man, that would just be like phenomenal. It really would. And I'm looking forward to that. It's phenomenal.
Yes.
So, and I want that for everybody. I think men and women need to be able to experience that. So take the 5 love language test. You can do it online. It's not going to take that long at all. And see if your partner is connecting with one another. And what are you willing to do for that person? What are you willing to kind of, I'm not going to say give up, but at least are you willing to compromise to a certain extent with that part? Because you do love them.
Yeah.
I had a partner, physical touch wasn't his thing. It wasn't, and I had to accept that, but it was something out in public. And I think being in this Christian, it just wasn't his thing, with it. But after we had been married for a number of years, then it started to be, you said not to do that. Then I had to adapt. I had to change with that particular thing. Are you willing to change?
Yeah.
That will benefit the relationship on both parties instead of being 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30, 40, 50
Then y'all really
years.
can't stand each other.
Oh my gosh, right. Right.
Y'all really can't stand each other.
Right.
Instead of working it out right here
Right. In the beginning.
in the beginning.
For that pure love. For that pure love. Good love. Babe,
I
bet.
apologize, guys. I am a little sleepy. I am struggling here.
But
'Cause
you
it's
made
been a
it.
full
You
weekend,
made it.
and
You
so I'm a
made it.
little- Yes.
You made it.
I'm going to night.
Yeah, you're gonna be floating on the wings of love.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we also we talked about our merch. Make sure you check us out. Go to our website, thelovehealingroom.com. Not all of our products are on the website, but they're in our Etsy store. And there's Teespring, teespring.com, Love Healing Room. But we want to let you know, we're asking you for topics that you want to talk about for the remainder of the year, because we get those things and we have them set up way in advance. what we've decided to do is the Love Healing Room is gonna take July as a hiatus. And we're going to revisit all of our old material and share that with you, but we're not gonna have any live shows for the month of July. So June, we're gonna crank it up.
Yes.
So make sure that you, if you're not interacting with us on social media, you need to subscribe, you need to follow
Yes.
us and talk to us. Tell us what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're gonna be putting together for the month of July. So just to give you the heads up, it's June 6th, and we let you know in July, we won't have any live shows. So before we get ready to say good night, are there any final shares? Ooh, I'm getting hot.
It's getting hot in here. Oh, baby.
No, don't take off all your
Oh,
clothes.
take off all
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Secret and Silent Flutterbies, it has been an amazing time being with you here in the Love Healing Room. So we're gonna say good night, and we will see you next week, same time, same intention, to be open, to give and receive love. So until then, we're gonna say namaste.
Namaste. Come on, you have to stop it. Hit the X in the right top hand corner. Yeah, say